As David continues his life on the run, we learned yesterday that he's not alone. God has brought him a great group of disgruntled people who are struggling just like him to help him on the journey. Today, I want you to notice a very special way that David dealt with a problem during his time in his struggles. It says this in 2 Samuel chapter 22, verses 3 and 4. And David went from there to Mizpah of Moab, and he said to the king of Moab, "Please let my father and my mother stay with you till I know what God will do for me." And he left them with the king of Moab, and they stayed with him all the time that David was in the stronghold. Now, this particular passage teaches us two valuable lessons. Number one, when we're going through times of real struggle, we often get so internally focused that we fail to care about the needs of those around us. Obviously, David is setting a great example here. He has his father and mother. They have left the land of Israel. They too feel threatened by Saul, and they've gone to accompany David along with his brothers. But he's concerned about them, obviously their age, their ability to run. And so he goes to King of Moab and he requests a place of refuge for his parents. So first lesson today, as you're going through struggles in your life, don't get your focus so much on your own problems that you forget about the needs of others around you. One of the best things that we can do that will help us to deal with the pressures of life is to spend some portion of our life in reaching out to and helping other people. In doing that, we find increased healing even for ourselves. Second point that I'd like to make today is this, and that is the importance of loving our parents. You know, the Bible teaches us that we are to obey our parents and we are to honor our parents. Now, as we get older and we have established our own households, of course, the obedience is not a requirement of Scripture. You leave father and mother and you cleave to your wife. There's a new family unit. But to honor father and mother, to value them, to care for them, to invest in them all of your life, that's an important biblical principle. And I would just like to say today how important it is for us to remember that. Because sometimes we live in a culture where, let's face it, we can become very self-serviced, self-focused, just looking at what I need and how am I going to survive. And I just want to remind you to have a great respect for your parents all the days of their life. Those of you that know me know that now my parents are gone, but I'm thankful for their memory. And I'm thankful that God allowed us to care for them in their time of need. And I want to encourage you to not forget about your parents. And remember that God's given you a responsibility to honor them all the days of their life.